guys, my name is Muhammad Kadir.
Hi, my name is Angela Kamitizukarai.
So, what is not a win-win negotiation? There consists of four, which compromise, even split, satisfaction, and building a relationship. So, compromise means it reach in the middle of ground between negotiation position, which win-win negotiation does not turn on how the pie is divided, but rather on how the pie is enlarged by the negotiation. And even split is the how bargaining zone is divided among the negotiators. And the third one is the satisfaction. The satisfaction is the no guarantee that money and resources have not been wasted. And lastly, building a relationship. So building a relationship can be defined as the building a relationship and trust comprise an important aspect of negotiation. However, people with genuine interest in other party may not think creatively, and most people with interest in building relationship often fail to reach integrative agreement.
Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Kadir and I'm going to explain about the telltale signs of win-win potential. So, integrative negotiation exists in every situation. Unfortunately, we often fail to see it because of the lack of faith in win-win situation. Thus, there is some issue for negotiation to ponder when approaching the situation. The number one is, does the negotiation contains more than one issue? Well, a brief definition is a single issues negotiation, not a win-win situation where the other party gains and the other lose. And second is possible to classify the issues. The variance is first the preferences, second beliefs, and third capacities may profitable to both parties. Yeah, next, please don't play the phone. Alright, the third one is sorry. Okay, the second one is can other issues be brought in? Bringing in and additional issues is another supreme strategy in negotiation. And the third one is can side deals be made? People are strictly cautious in adding a side deals due to a mixed creative conflict situation. And but not least, the two parties have different preferences across negotiation issues. Alright, a win-win negotiation is conceivable if both parties have different strengths and preferences across the issues. And that's it from me. I'll see you soon.
Most common by explaining errors, there are two key problems of reaching negotiation, win-win negotiation. So the first one is the false conflict or illusory conflict. The interests are incompatible with the other party's interests. In fact, they are not. They lead to lose those effects. Both parties are worse off after the negotiation. And avoiding the lose-lose agreement, they are aware of the fixed pie perception and not assume interests are opposed to the other party. They avoid making premature concession to the other party, which is conceding on issue before being asked. And lastly, develop an understanding to the other party's interest. And the second one is the fixed pie perception, which can be explained by interests that are directly and completely opposed to one another interest between the negotiator and between the negotiator. And the negotiator should share some interest that could profitably traded off or were completely compatible. So the fixed pie perception is difficult to be banished, even when they warn the negotiators of its existence or even the experience and receive feedback. The faulty assumption is the biggest detriment in attaining integrative agreement, which most negotiations are mixed motive in nature, which are the interests are imperfectly correlated with one another. That's all.
Hi, my name is Angela Kamitizukarai. So today I will explain about most commonly used win-win strategies. So the first commonly used win-win strategies is commitment to reaching win-win situation. This win-win strategies is not guaranteed that negotiation will reach a win-win agreement. The next is compromise. Compromise is often mistaken for an equal concession negotiations. Okay, the third is focusing on long-term relationship. This is the key. Focusing long-term relationship is a key to win-win strategies. Negotiation believe focus on long-term relationship will ensure a win-win deal. Okay, next is adapting a cooperative orientations. It's good when negotiators approach the negotiations tables with benevolent attitudes and cooperative operation. For example, negotiators usually attempt to cooperate by revealing their partner. And lastly, taking extra time to negotiate. Extra time does not guarantee the negotiation will reach an integrative agreement, which suggests that extra time does not guarantee the quality of the negotiations agreements. So that's all.
Hi, my name is Caesar, and I'm going to talk about the effective pie expansion strategies. And first of all, the strategies are used to help to expand the pie and create win-win situations. There are two different strategies you can use when thinking about using strategies. First of all, the strategies you can use when negotiators are trustworthy and cooperative, which I'm going to talk about later. And then the second strategy is when you deal with negotiators who are really tough. So if you're going to talk with negotiators who are trustworthy and cooperative, you can use one of those three different strategies. Well, the first one is the perspective taking, and as it said, you're going to take the perspective of the other party, which helps that you're going to be more likely to avoid impasses and engage in log rolling. And of course, you're going to enhance the problem-solving abilities. The second one is the ask questions about interests and priorities. And in that one, you should ask two different questions. The first one is about the underlying interests, and the second one about priorities. And both of those questions are, of course, effective, and you have to answer them truly, and there should be no offense to the other party. And of course, with that one, you should be more likely to reach an agreement as well. The last one is to reveal information about your interests and priorities, and that's basically about yourself, because you need to communicate in your negotiations to be able to negotiate. And the question is not whether you reveal, but what you're going to reveal. And you always have to keep in mind that it's not about your partner, it's only about your interests. Okay, and the second one, I'm going to talk about the pre-settlement settlements, shortly called press. And in that we have three different aspects. The first one is the formal one, and the formal one means that the settlements encompass the specific and binding obligations. The second one is the initial aspect, in which the settlements intend to be replaced by a formal agreement. And the third one is the partial one, in which the parties don't address or resolve all outstanding issues. And the press occurs at once of parties undertaking a full-scale negotiation, and it resolves only a subset of the issues of the negotiation. And last, we have the search for post-settlement settlements, and in that you're going to you want to improve the actual settlement you already set, and you want to find a solution in which both parties prefer over the current one, and the current settlement becomes the both parties' new partner. Well, that's it.
Okay, hi, my name is Julia, and I will present the decision-making model of integrative negotiation. So this model has basically five major components, and the first one is the resource assessment. You can see this there, and it involves the identification of bargaining issues and alternatives, and the union of both parties' issues form the issue mix. And after you form the issue mix, you come to the second component, the assessment of differences. one should focus on its most important issue. After that, we come to the third one, the construct offers and trade-offs. In this phase, negotiators should consider several potential trade-offs among all points. And after that, they have to eliminate those dominated by other alternatives. After that, you come to the point current best terms. From this point, you only have three options. The first one is both parties agree after this negotiation. The second one is there's an impasse, so both are not agreed the compromise. And the third one is there's no acceptable agreement for both, and they will start again with the negotiation. Hi, I would like to buy a car.
Okay, which one are you interested in?
The blue one.
The blue one, okay. So the blue one costs 6,000 euros.
6,000 euros?
Yeah.
Oh, I only got 3,000. So,
Okay. But what do you like in a car? Like, what do you want to have in it?
I think I would like to have air conditioning
Okay.
and 5 seats.
5 seats. Okay.
And of course a radio.
Okay, let me check if I have something different. Okay, I think I have another one for you.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you see the red one over there?
Oh yeah, I can see it.
It only costs 3,500, so maybe it's for you.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I will leave you guys to discuss about the car you want to buy, okay?
Hello. Hi, how are you? How's the day?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. How about
How's
you?
your trip?
So have you guys made any agreement?
No, I'm not gonna sell my car to it because it's offering me to.
Yeah, me neither. I can't afford to have
Yes, I can.
to accept this agreement because the price is just too expensive for me.
Then
I guess we have reached an accord that we disagree. But anyway, do you?